Hi everyone, my name is Dylan Smith. Most of you do know me, but for those that don't, I am a senior at HSM, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about hearing God and listening to what He's trying to tell you through this whole craziness of the coronavirus and being locked up inside a house during this quarantine. And I'm going to be reading from 2 Chronicles 7:13 through 14. I'm going to be referencing the story of Jonah and the whale. And I'm going to be reading from Joel 2:25 to 26. And before I get started, I want to tell you guys that I strongly believe that we are living the Bible today as we speak. In 2 Chronicles 7:13 through 14, it says, "When I shut up the heavens so that there is no rain, or command locusts to devour the land, or send a plague among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their lands." And for those of you that remember, Australia recently had big wildfires across the entire continent, and there's swarms of locusts going around in Africa right now. And in 2 Chronicles 13, it says, "Send a plague among my people." I believe that's talking about the coronavirus. Now, I'm not saying that God created the coronavirus and sent it around the world. He can't do that. He can't create evil. But I do believe that God is trying to show us something through this. He's trying to show us something through there not being any rain for Australia. There's swarms of locusts in Africa. And now the coronavirus, He's using this to tell us something. Now, in the story of Jonah, when God sent a whale to swallow Jonah, God wanted to isolate Jonah so that he can hear God and he can hear what God is trying to tell him, because Jonah was trying to run away from God and he was scared. He was running in fear. Now God isolated Jonah so that he could hear them. God is isolating us so that we can hear God, so we can hear what God is trying to tell us through all this. I believe that God is going to use this for something beautiful. My grandmother, she sent me a picture of a beautiful flower that came from a broken down bud, and I believe that symbolizes our world. Our world was broken. It was bruised. It was a broken down bud, but God is growing it to be something beautiful, something extraordinary. Now in Joel 2:25 through 26, it says, "I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten, the great locust and the young locust, and the other locust and the locust swarm, my great army that I sent among you. You will have plenty to eat until you are full, and you will praise the name of the Lord your God, who has worked wonders for you. Never again will my people be shamed." I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but our world is healing itself right now. Pollution is going down greatly. Animals being led back into the wild. They're thriving again. There's rain constantly helping plants to thrive again. China's pollution has dropped almost entirely over 1 year. Hong Kong, there used to be a smog cloud over the city, but now there's nothing. LA has the lowest pollution in the entire world right now. This all happened in a few months, and I don't think a human being can do that in less than 3 weeks, and only a few months. I believe that this is God's work. I believe that God is trying to heal the earth. He's trying to make it thrive again. He's replenishing us. And so I want to challenge you guys with this question. What is God trying to teach you during this time? What is God trying to teach us, your family, your friends during this whole quarantine, during this whole pandemic? As hard as it may be, God is trying to teach you something. Thank you. Have a good day.